Hello and welcome once again. Here we are live at the local Sango City SpaceJ rocket systems for today, our rocket launch center for today at the local Sango City International Airport. Here we go once again here in the beautiful Sango City area. Welcome to your Sango City events. Today's a very special one, and we have the Sango City SpaceJ Supermash space shuttle launch for today. Or aka rocket launch for today. Today's rocket launch is with the brand new 2019 Lego rocket joining with us for today, or space shuttle joining with us for today. Today's meaning of the mission, we'll be getting over it here pretty soon. But here we go with the Sango City SpaceJ Rocket Launch Center for today. Kind of a different setup going on here once again. As you can see in the background, we do have a rocket, as you can see, and right in the corner of this video right now that you're viewing right now is me right behind the crowd itself. Not too many people showing up for today, but we have a lot of security and a lot of local Sango City Police Department joining with us for today at today's event at the Sango City SpaceJ rocket launch area. And they're blocking off a lot of areas for today's launch, so that local Legoans stay safe from the rocket launch itself. So we have two different areas. We'll be getting a nice view of my local partner in crime, I guess you could say, coming from the Lego Sango City News Center itself. He is live at the local SpaceJ rocket launch main center itself, where we have local astronauts, local engineers talking to each other, waiting on this launch right now. Right now, local engineers are around the rocket right now, still getting ready for this launch. The launch will be happening very, very soon. We'll be getting a nice little time thing right here in a sec of how many minutes are left so far. So we'll be launching it here momentarily. But here we go, going live here at the local Sango City SpaceJ Rocket Launch Center for today. We're going to be going over right now of what the mission means for the Supermash 205 mission to the edge of the moon itself. For this 2019 mission itself. So the mission is including two different probe types coming out of the shuttle. There is no astronaut joining with us this time on the space shuttle. This is all controlled by mission control at the Sango City SpaceJ Launch Center itself, or Launch Control Center itself. They'll be tracking this rocket going towards the moon, and then they will also be releasing two little probes that will land on the surface of the moon, and we'll be getting images of what the moon actually looks like. They also will be controlling the two probes. They're pretty much smaller types of rovers that will be moving across the moon's surface, and also it will determine the area where we can actually land safely for the local Legotopia astronauts itself in the later future. So today's a very special mission itself too. This is a smaller type of mission for today's mission, but stay tuned. After next week, we'll be getting another bigger type of mission. This is actually a really big one. This is the mission before the moon mission, and this is the before the actual rover mission. But we will be sending a rover to the moon right after this mission on to the week after, so stay tuned for that one. Local Sango City SpaceJ Command Center will be launching a rocket there to release a rover to land on the moon surface itself. So like we discussed before in the last couple of videos, that's what the engineers will be doing and discussing for today's rocket launch once again. So we thank you Legoans once again for joining us here at the local Sango City SpaceJ Rocket Systems, or SpaceJ Rocket Launch Center. We'll be getting nice images of the moon. If you've already seen on the local social media, we do have images of the moon that did pop up from our local satellite that we did release recently. So now we're going to be actually getting images of the moon surface itself again after at least a couple years since we've been there. But we're going back there once again on an official mission to the moon coming up in the month of August, and then we'll be focusing on building some moon bases on there for future launches to Mars in the later 2020 years. So stay tuned for those once again. So we thank you Legoans for joining us once again. Here we go with the Sango City SpaceJ Supermash rocket launch or space shuttle launch for today. And we thank you Legoans for watching. Please enjoy the rest of the music for today, folks. We have at least, I believe, Looks like at least 10 more minutes remaining, so stay tuned for that. We have at least 5 minutes that we just wasted there for you folks, or 6 minutes right there. So stay tuned. We have at least 10 minutes remaining before the launch. Local engineers are getting ready to get out of the area and making sure to test everything and get the coolers working and stuff. But stay tuned. Thank you for watching, and please enjoy the rest of the music for today, Legoans. Hello, Legoans. Once again, here we go, going live here. I am John Jr. joining with you. John Jimmy was there at the main area for today's rocket launch. But thank you for joining us at your local San Diego City SpaceJ control center for today. We're live with local engineers right here, right behind me right now. They are discussing about this rocket launch and future rocket launches right now. There are also future astronauts that will be going to other planets in the future. But here we go with the local San Diego City SpaceJ rocket systems for today. And on July 25th, 2019, we're going to be launching a nice little space launch here, or space shuttle launch for today. A little bit of a rocket launch too. But we will have one separation on today's rocket launch, in case if you were wondering. And also today's rocket launch, like Jimmy did describe, that they will be sending probes onto the moon surface itself for today. So we'll be getting nice images of the local San Diego City, or local Legotopia moon itself, from the local Lego Earth also. So stay tuned for that. That will be coming up very, very soon. We'll be getting a nice mission look of it going into space too, so stay tuned. We have at least a couple minutes remaining, at least 8 minutes remaining, so stay tuned for today's local space shuttle rocket launch once again. But we'll be taking a break and getting a nice look of all the crowds for today's space shuttle launch, and we'll also be getting a nice view. Sorry about that, we had a disruption right there, but we have 8 minutes remaining still, but we'll be getting a nice view of the space shuttle itself here in a sec. So stay tuned for that, and then we'll be launching it into space momentarily for at least 7 minutes remaining. So stay tuned. Once again, here we go with the San Diego City SpaceJ rocket launch here live at the San Diego City International Airport. Thank you, Legoans, for watching. Stay tuned. T-minus 8 minutes remaining. About 5 minutes remaining. Copy, Space Command 12519er. Clearing space check 19er, Space Shuttle launch 19er 519. Space Controller 123. All goes check. All go. Go. Ready, go. Go. Testing 1. Go. Space Shuttle launch 123-9er. Supermash 205 mission to moon probe 19er 15. Over Space Control launch 1905. And we have a live view right there of the local space launch rocket right there of the local space shuttle going all the way to the moon for tonight's mission. Getting a little bit darker here in the San Jose area with a nice sunset look here, but we have the crowd here joining with us for today. We're playing the local noise of the Space Control Center or Launch Control Center, talking back and forth of how to control this rocket and testing it if it can actually get to the moon safely without exploding. One thing to know about this is there is no astronaut in this rocket at the time, or space shuttle at the time. This is also a test for this brand new 2019 rocket for future missions to use, or future space shuttle launches itself. So they're testing this one at the same time, so if it does accidentally explode or anything bad happens, they do have that in mind just in case. And also this is a test, so just bear with them for today, folks. But here we go with the San Jose Space Shuttle launch for today at the local San Jose International Airport.
Control network. Commander photo. Copy.
3 minutes remaining.
Copy that profile. 3 minutes remaining. 1-2 manner. Testing check flipper 1. Fin 1, 2, 5. Pressure engage 1 manner 1.059.
T-minus 2 minutes remaining.
Test manner 1 manner. All go is in check. All go is in check. 45 manner 1-5. Space launch. SpaceJ control center copy 1 manner. Couple of 1 and 1-4-1-9.
T-minus 1 minute remaining.
Couple 1-5 manner 2-1.
Seconds remaining.
Test 1 for 12. 2-9-1 manner. Couple 1-4.
Seconds remaining. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Ignition start. Set. 8, 5. Copy. We have a transmission signal in copy range here. We messed up right there. Stay tuned. We have at least 10 seconds remaining. Sorry about that interruption there. Testing launch sequence testing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition start. And we are looking absolutely awesome right there, coming from the local Space Command. So far, absolutely awesome job by the local launch center. Right there, we have a technical difficulties there with the launch sequence sound right there. They do use a robot that actually does say the words like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But overall, absolutely awesome mission. from the local Space Command for today. We'll be getting a nice live look of the local space shuttle here in a sec, but we thank you Legoans for watching once again here at the local SpaceJ Launch Control Center, or SpaceJ Space Center for today, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for this local space control launch. Okay, now we're getting a live view of the local coverage of the rocket separation here in a sec. A lot of activity going on up there right now, but they will be showing the two rockets in orbit, and then they will be releasing the first orange type of rocket booster that does give it a little bit more gas and more power out into space, and then they will be separating from that, and it will be just seeing the space shuttle itself, just like the local NASA missions. But right now they're going outside of orbit, so there's a little bit of flashing going on right now. So here we go with a live coverage of the local launch command talking back and forth.
Focus separation 19519 is all a go, all a go. Copy that, 12113. That is all a go so far. Absolutely awesome. Good job there, folks. Launch control, awesome job right there so far. Looking absolutely awesome. Rocket separation coming back down to Earth into ocean area so far. Absolutely awesome job by SpaceJ Rocket Systems. Thank you.
And it looks like the SpaceJ launch control is very happy with that right now. We're seeing some blue light coming outside of the Earth's surface. That blue-like look on it right now, as you can see on the rocket itself. But absolutely awesome job right now going on, or absolutely awesome mission right now going on here outside of Earth. But their main mission and goal is to head to the moon, so we'll be getting a nice look of this rocket here momentarily. And then we'll be getting some images of the moon's surface, and we'll be seeing them release the probes. Actually, we're going to be seeing them release the probes first, so we'll be seeing that outside of the moon, and then they will land it onto the moon's surface. So stay tuned for that. Here we go with the rest of today's launch. Thank you, Legoans, for watching once again at your local San Diego City SpaceJ Rocket Launch Center.
Absolutely awesome job there for SpaceJ Supermash Space Shuttle rocket launch. So far, a couple miles away from the moon surface itself, getting probe mission ready here in a sec. Mission control, we have a good on-go, no problem so far. Absolutely awesome job by the local launch control center. Local space station is looking absolutely awesome. We can see the rocket from here actually. So awesome job once again. Couple 10-4, 1-9. Supermash 1-9. Copying back. Absolutely awesome job. Thank you. 10-4. Back 191.
And now we have a live view of the rocket coming close to the moon surface itself, so stay tuned for that. We are getting very, very close to launching these 2 probes onto the moon itself very, very soon, so stay tuned. Here we go with the San Diego City Legotopia moon mission here. 2 probes launching here. We'll be listening to Mission Control or Launch Control Center in the San Diego City International Airport live now. We did take a break for at least a couple minutes to charge up some things, so bear with us once again. Here we go with the probe mission of the Supermash space shuttle here, and they will be launching them here momentarily. Here is a nice welcoming listening to the local control center itself in the San Diego City area.
Looking absolutely awesome right now so far. Competent for getting close to the lunar space launch. 1 minute. Launching probes in T-minus 1 minute. Competent for 1 to 5 nano. One node sensor. Space shuttle 129er. Competent for pressure 1951. Disengage 19. Competent 10-4. Absolutely awesome right there. Competent for Space Command so far. Sequence. Be launching here soon momentarily. Launch control site 29er button 1 205. Competent for opening hatch right now. Hatch complete success. Competent for probe 195. Disengage. Probe 152, 205. Disengage. Closing hatches 129er. Absolutely awesome right here so far. And we have a successful landing so far. Absolutely awesome. A successful on probe 1 and 2 so far. Activating probe 1 to take picture of lunar surface of Legotopia moon. An absolutely historic mission going on right there, as you can see, landing on the lunar surface of the moon itself. So far looking absolutely awesome. They're looking forward to sending these probes to collect data of finding a perfect area for the local next space launch that will be launching local astronauts or Legotopia people to the moon later on to the month of August, so stay tuned for that. But what a successful mission right there. Heard a lot of clapping going on here live. Here at the local Space Launch Center. We'll be playing some of it if you heard it right there, we did play some of the sound right there. So stay tuned for that, but absolutely successful launch right there and successful mission. They're glad to bring back the space shuttle safely onto the Legotopia Earth itself. We'll be getting nice images of the moon here momentarily, and we thank you Legos for watching. Competent 449er, Earth mission 19. Pumping back, clearing the lunar surface 159er, button 2. Successful mission.